Hello and welcome to the Festival of Media Global at Rome, and we've just been served a veritable smorgasbord of interesting ideas and insights around programmatic.
Smorgasbord.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a real race through all of the various angles of
Right.
what programmatic is to where it's heading, and I thought your analogy of the super baby was fantastic, and just sort of symbolises how fast it is developing. I mean, is it impossible in a way to encapsulate it in half an hour and talk to clients about what's happening in this space?
It is, and I think the the cool thing is that it was something that bubbled at the bottom of the organization of media agencies. We knew buyers were doing something cool in an automated bidding way, and we thought, great, go do that, find inventory we couldn't get before. But now it is something that every person in the leadership of, I think, every media agency, certainly my media agency, has become an expert practitioner in, because the thing I always say is the revolution is not digital, it's data. And we've been talking a lot about data and talking a lot of smack about data, and I think we're now getting to the point with programmatic where data becomes digestible. You begin to understand that it's not about finding inventory you couldn't see through other means, it's about finding people that we didn't know we were reaching or engaging. Because all of marketing is premised on the money we spend actually goes to some people to convert them into some behavior that yields revenue for a brand. And programmatic is about unlocking that data, making it malleable, making it able to be used in ways, creative ways, new ways, to unlock audience insights, product insights, and then ultimately investment optimization for brands.
It feels at times as though the word programmatic and the word creativity have been considered somehow contradictory in a way.
They have been,
and
I think that's wrong.
Yeah, no, and I was going to ask, I mean, do you think that agencies are getting to the point where they're understanding where the creativity comes into this space?
Yes, I do, especially if you think about programmatic outside of the automated sort of machine, Mr. Roboto mindset, and you think about programmatic as more intelligent understanding of audiences. If it's more intelligent understanding of audiences and at the people level, then great. Then you know who you're talking to, what you're interested in, when you're interested in hearing about a story from a brand, and you can begin to tailor that story, make it more intimate, make it more relevant, make it more interesting. And frankly, because we're not talking about mass scale media, we're talking about very intimate media, make it more daring. Like, you can do more daring. I say to many of my creative colleagues, like, use programmatic content to do some things that you wouldn't get away with on traditional big scale TV, because you can test up wazoo and you can test some pretty provocative things, and you'll know from the performance of that programmatic buy whether it worked or not. So you can always go back to the client and say, I know that was provocative, I know that was daring, but look at the performance we got. So yeah, I do believe it's the Viagra of creativity, because I think it's going to open up, opportunities that didn't exist before, for brands to be more creative, to test things. I mean, already we're seeing clients who use digital video test as a test ground and then move that video onto TV when it's popular, when it's viral. I think you're going to see programmatic video as an infinite test ground, and then sort of hits from that world are going to make its way into mainstream media.
And you were joined on stage by a client from Johnson & Johnson
J&J.
who talked in some detail about the laying the piping for the foundation for the future, which is, do you think that helping clients to achieve that is absolutely the role for agencies in this big world?
Absolutely. I love the idea of being data open. I think we're all in the data business. Maybe we didn't imagine we'd be in the data business when we joined a media agency or a creative profession, but we are, because it's interesting because it's data about people. But our job is to help our clients build as much capability on their side as we have on our side. So and to share the responsibility for the data. We're very data open. I think unless you're open, you're not going to have the kinds of partnerships, and you're not going to keep ahead with where data is going. And what Luke said today, clients also won't trust you unless you're open. So we have a huge data stack. We've invested millions, proprietary data. Our clients have access to all of it, and any data that comes through our system is our clients, and they own it, which is different to other agencies, and is it's part of I think our long-term vision, which is we're all going to be in the business of data. Let's just be open and share it And we will just make sure that we have the scientists, or the data whisperers, as I call them, who know how to extract more insights from the same data than anybody else.
Okay. I'm conscious I've dragged you off stage, so I want to let you get a coffee. And,
I will, and some
enjoy,
water. But thank you. I was at Festival of Media in LATAM, and I think this has been equally fabulous. So well done for putting on a good show.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time.
Thank you.